On the Vi6 up to now, you've always been able to access the graphic EQ, but you've had to do it via the All Buses page, or you've had to do it via the central output strip here. But using the feature that I've just described, the temporary output activation, I can now access graphic EQs directly from the input layer. So if I activate a graphic EQ, the graphic EQ opens up across the 32 input phases on the desk. So we have the full BSS graphic here. Now another new feature we've added in version 4 is an optional facility to be able to shrink this graphic down onto just 8 faders here in the centre section. So if you don't like the fact that the graphic EQ takes over the whole of your input faders, you can actually do something about that now. If I go into the menu of the desk, I have a setting now for small or large graphic EQ. If I change it to small, I'm going to activate the graphic EQ again, and you can see that now the graphic EQ only appears on the 8 faders in the centre section, and my input faders over on the left are carrying on working as input faders. I can now set the graphic EQ from the centre section here, and I can use the fader page buttons here to scroll through the frequency bands. And I have 4 main pages of frequency bands, so I still have the 30 band graphic, but I have to look at it 8 faders at a time, and I can scroll either in blocks of 4 faders or blocks of 8 faders. And a final useful facility we've added on the graphic EQ is that as you touch the faders and move them, you can see up on the screen here the actual dB cut and boost values of what you're actually doing on the graphic EQ.